Hi everyone. So I had my first session of my nipple tattooing done. What's today? Today's Monday, so it was last Wednesday, so almost a week. I'm making this into a playlist because you know what to expect when you're expecting to have nipple tattoos on after you have a double mastectomy. Anyway, so today what I wanted to focus on is coming back from the gym and what I'm doing at the gym, B, how I'm feeling, you know, whatever, 5 days later, and then to go along with my prior vlogs, a fashion show about what I bought this weekend for clothes, because why would you need clothes that are different after a mastectomy, or not gym, well, there's reasons for that, after having the nipple tattooing done. Mostly it's Aquaphor as to why you need to have, or not need to, why it might be beneficial to have clothes that you don't really care so much about. So first things first, I had the, well actually I'm not going to recap so much because I don't want to take time doing that. I need to eat and I need to get to work. But I had the nipple tattooing on Wednesday of last week. It's now Monday. So where I am right now, well, right now my boobs are like, just because I came from the gym. Having said that, like I didn't do anything like major at the gym at all. I had the tattooing on Wednesday. I went to the gym on Thursday just to like make sure I went to the gym. Because I don't, like part of why I'm doing this with my tripod so high. After I had the nipple tattooing done, and you can watch the last vlog to see like what that was all about. The assumption was that I was going to be completely numb everywhere, everywhere, and it wasn't, which is both good news and surprising when you're having like a tattoo done there. So what I'm finding is that like I'm back to like this. I'm back to wanting to protect. I don't want to bang into anything because they're sore. The soreness is getting better over time because things have been healing pretty well. Nothing, like no fever. I wouldn't even know if there's redness because I don't know what color she used for the tattooing. Like when you get a nipple tattooed and it's like, is it red? I don't know. It's pinkish, and but isn't that what it's supposed to look like because of the dye? But anyway, I'm noticing that I'm hunching over again and to protect here. I'm having, like right now where I am with stuff, I'm able to wash, you're supposed to wash your nipples, tattoos, whatever, gently. I don't even want to come up with a fake name for my nipples because like they're going to be my nipples. I don't want to call them like I call them my foobs because they're my fake boobs. I'm not at acceptance yet about the implants, which is why I still call them my foobs. Maybe because I guess everything's a choice. But I do feel ownership over the tattooing because what I have done, like it's my choice to have the tattooing, I'm glad that I had this done before I had these done because I didn't want these to be my first tattoos. These hurt a lot more than this did. And this is right on my wrist where like, I mean, here, like there's not a lot of fat there. So you'd think it would like hurt a lot, but it really didn't. And it was like hours it took him to do this, like long, like almost all day. But the tattooing is different. Like I'm choosing to have it done. I'm calling them my nipples because at the end of the day, they're going to look better than my old nipples, except that they're going to be flat. Like I didn't have nipple reconstruction where they take like skin or either twist it or take it from some place else to make a nipple stick out, because I've heard nothing but negative things about that. My boobs are on fire. I gotta make this quicker. Anyway, I feel like I have more ownership over these. So my nipples, my new nipples, my 2.0 nipples, whatever. So today, like here, you could just, my nerves are just kind of like on fire. Not hot fire, just like they're awake. And they haven't been awake in like 3.5 years. I'm having again, that I feel compelled to go like this just to cover up. Where I am with the actual tattoo healing, they tell you to, well, for me, again, I'm not a doctor, all those disclaimers. For me, they said to put Aquaphor on, like wash first with just fingertips, like gently. Use like a fragrance-free soap. I'm using a Cetaphil soap, Cetaphil. They don't give me anything for saying that. I'm just saying if there's something medical, I tend to use Cetaphil soap because there's no like extra stuff in it really. So I'm using that, and I'm able to like, you know, come very, very lightly. Like I don't push at all. But I can wash that area, and then you just rinse it and just dab it very gently with a clean towel. And then put, for the first 3 days, it was put Aquaphor on, and then put the Tefla bandage, not bandage, whatever, like pad thing on top. So the nice, the nice thing about the Telfa, I don't know how I'm saying that, is that because the Aquaphor is Vaseline-y, so like obviously soaks through, but when you have the pads on top of them, that absorbs the Aquaphor. But after day 4, she wanted me not to use the pads anymore. And she said, you can just let it like, you know, air dry, wash it, go about your business. Or if it's still irritated, use Aquaphor, but just use a very, very light coating on it. So that's what I've been doing with putting a light coating on it, but it's still Aquaphor. It's still Vaseline-y. So like I did that at the first night that I did that, I had a tank top on, and then I got up the next day and I had these round things there from the grease or whatever, from the oil from the Aquaphor. So obviously I can't like hold myself up in my apartment for however long it's going to take to get the whole tattoo process done. So, you know, think outside of the box. Here we go again. But I if you're going through all this stuff, and so it's a lot, and you don't always know what you need until other people say, hey, why don't you try this? Or did you try this? Or why don't you do this? And my goal with all of these vlogs is to help you navigate all of this stuff, so you're not as hopefully overwhelmed. And you're hopefully not as overwhelmed as I am / was. I feel like I'm not overwhelmed. They're just like things you don't know that you need to know. So I still don't have like perfect bras. I'm not wearing my regular bras. Like I have this sports bra on. I got these on Amazon, so I'm going to buy another set. They came in, I think, in a set of 3. I think they're just like Hanes or something, but they have front zip. So like post-surgery and stuff, having the front zip was helpful. What's annoying is this thing on top, because like in shirts it will show, but right now I just don't give a flying fuck. So whatever. But these have pads in them too, like the round pads. So that will absorb some of the oil, so it hopefully doesn't come out on my actual clothes. Like I went to go to church yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know what to wear, because I didn't go to coffee hour. I didn't want people to bang into me. I didn't want to have discussion about stuff. I was very subtle about this one, because like I wanted people to know I had something done just to get help if I needed help. Like the day after I had it done, I went to make a waffle and put sun butter and honey on it, and I couldn't open the jar of honey because it hurt too much here. And I'm like, here we go again, you know. Anyway, so I wanted people to know, but it's a weird topic of what like to talk about. So yeah, so I put a sweater on, but I kept like pulling it away from me because it was just like a plain white sweater. And because like after my apartment flooded, rewind to vlogs 2 years ago, I had been in the process, obviously, of restocking my life in my apartment and things that I own, and like shirts that people had given me just to like get by and whatever. Like I'm donating a lot of those now because like I'm buying clothes that are like things that I would wear, things that are comfortable, things that make me feel pretty. It's not so much of like, I look at them as like post-surgical clothes. Yet here we are in a shirt that I just bought yesterday for like $5. So yeah, someone's the solution to the clothes thing and the seeping through and not walking around with round things on my, you know, nipples for the next however many months, was to go to Savers, and it's a thrift shop. And, there's a song called Thrift Shop. Anyway, and go there and pick out some clothes that I just don't really care about that would cover up, like serve the purpose of what I need for like work and working out, but not spending. I spent $50 and I got what, like 10, I don't know, you'll have to count, shirts or whatever. They were cheap. But things with patterns, and I'll go through that in a second. Pain wise, I'm consciously trying not to, you know, close up with just the way that I'm walking and carrying myself. It's muscle memory. I don't know. It just automatically kind of comes back. Trying to take it easy. I did go into Boston this weekend to see a concert. Not like it was a symphony concert. Like you sit in a chair. It's not like I was like, whoa, you know, not that kind of concert. But I was still nervous walking around because it's February. It's been very icy here. And I'm like, what if I fall? I don't know. I sort of, yes and no, believe in mind over matter with certain things. And I think like just breathing and calming your body down, like intentionally with the things that you do, calm down your nervous system too. So, but I didn't want to push. So yesterday I really just took it easy. Went to a friend's house and I just sat in her sunroom and chatted and had coffee, and it's just like really nice and chill. It's just be kind to yourself with this whole thing. Really, it's so much. I mean, I started this back in July of 2021, and now we're in February 2025. Like that's almost 4 years. It's crazy. Anyway, so where I'm feeling it right now, it's from the gym. It's sore here. Like when I put the Aquaphor on here, it's like obviously sore when I touch it, but it's not like I'm not like, you know, wincing or anything. I'm noticing the color is lightening up, but that's supposed to happen. And not for nothing, but when the color is lightening up, it actually looks more natural, like what a boob would look like. It's amazing. It truly is amazing what these nipple I mean, for her, the woman who's doing it, my nurse in plastics is the one who's doing mine. But it's just amazing what they can do. Like my nipples, legit, if you look on me head on, it looks like I actually have like, you know, actual nipples. The shading and stuff that they use to make them look 3D is just unbelievable. You wouldn't know unless I turned to my side and then you see them on my profile like, wait, what? It's like a optical illusion thing. But I didn't want to not go to the gym after stuff happened, not because I'm a gym rat, just because the first year after my double mastectomy, I was closing up a lot and I wasn't moving and I was protecting myself, thinking I'm being kind to myself. But over time, your muscles then just go this way. And then I had frozen shoulder for like a year because my arm here was just like, this is as far as my arm would go. Cause I'm protecting here to here. It's like this protection windshield wiper. And because of that, my shoulder seized up and I was in PT for a long time and had a steroid shot in my shoulder, and that's what eased it up. And I'm not going to show you right now because I don't have full range of motion, right? Or I could have full range of motion. I just don't want to push myself. But my shoulder's fine now. I've had like no issues since then. But that first year it was a lot. So I don't want to go back to that where I'm not moving it at all. And I want to respect my body by not pushing it too much. So on Thursday when I went to the gym, it was the day after my tattooing, and I said, I'm not doing upper body like at all, like nothing with my arms, like at all. Right now, I just need to be in like cocoon mode with my torso. So I did like leg stuff, a lot of balancy stuff, like just squats and things that don't involve the upper body. He had me try clamshells, which is you lay on a mat and you do a bridge. So your arms are down, you lay on a mat, you do a bridge, and then you have a band around your knees, well, right above your knees, and then you open your legs and close them, open and close them. That bothered me because of just the laying down flat part. I bought an adjustable bed when I moved here, and judge all you want, but it's freaking awesome. Like, I wish I had that post-surgical the first time. So if you're looking for a new mattress and you just got diagnosed with breast cancer, get the adjustable one. It's just so, I mean, I'm single. There's nobody else for me to share the bed with, so I can put it at whatever angle I want to. But that thing's been a fucking godsend. So I like even last night, I put pillows around me, like tuck myself in, but I don't have to worry about rolling or figuring out the pillows behind my head because I just press the button and then like up it goes. It's total awesome sauce. I would never not have an adjustable bed after having this. And you can't tell, by the way, it just looks like a regular bed. It's not like it looks like a hospital grade bed or something. That's like totally not what they look like. Itchy. So, I am having tightness here again. I just assume that's again just things waking up, and because I had 6 lymph nodes removed from this side, I had, and some other 7th piece of something tissue, I don't know why they took it out. There's so much scar tissue on the right side, so I get this pain here. And yesterday I wasn't even doing anything. I had my purse. I can't even think of like if I was carrying something. Like I went grocery shopping, but I literally only had like a bag on purpose because I didn't want to push too much. I don't even know what it was, but I've been having some tightness and pain again, or soreness or pain over here. So that was the gym on Friday, and then today's Monday. So when I went today, why I'm standing, while I wanted to show you this stuff too. So I explained to him what happened, which is an awkward thing to talk about. Like, I explained it to the trainer that I see on Thursdays. He's this like really young guy, and I just don't think he gets it. You know, he's like, oh, I know someone who had breast cancer. Like, everyone knows someone who had breast cancer, but like, you don't get it unless you get it, you know? Anyway, with the trainer today, I gave him a synopsis of what happened, and so he gave me exercises that were, you know, fitting for where I am. So what did I do? So I normally do these close grip pull downs. It's like on a pulley thing, and I think right now I'm up to like 50 pounds or something, where like you're sitting down, you grab these, it's like a triangle thing, and you pull that up to your chest. I did those, but they cut the weight from 50 down to 30, and I sat, I call it like the circus chairs. It's like this little bench sort of thing, but it looks like what the dancing bears are on, like if you're at a circus. So I sat on that, which was further away, so I'm more doing this, but with the 30-pound weight, like it wasn't obviously as much, so I could do that and not have an issue. But I said I'm not doing like back-to-back upper body stuff. Like, I need to have a break, and if my body says no, like I just need to stop. But I was able to do 3 sets of 10 on those. I did step downs, which I normally do while I'm there. I think with the same band that I usually use. Like, they take a band and I hold on to it, and then I step down. And the band is really just so I don't like topple over. It's like very light resistance. So I was able to do that. I was just more gentle and focusing way more on my core to keep me up and not so much my arms. I tried, or I should have tried. I did the clamshells again, but he had paired the clamshells with dead bugs. And dead bugs, normally you put like your left leg out and your right leg or right arm up, but I'm like, I can't do the right arm up right now. Like, I could if I really stretch, but like I don't want to push too much. So he's like, just use your legs. But then laying down for that long, like gravity, even with this bra on, which is pretty compressing, when I go back, like when I lay down, my boobs pull apart. And he said like I was tensing my shoulders up, which I'm not surprised by, but it was too much to do all those exercises on the mat at the same time. So I only did like 1.5 sets of the dead bugs, and then I stopped. And then I did rows, but again, they knocked down my weight to like 7.5 pounds, which is like not much of anything. So the rows, which I kind of wanted to do because I'm like, I don't want to keep my shoulder from not moving. So the rows, you're holding on to this thing again on a pulley system, and you just like pull back. But I have to make a very conscious effort to lift my shoulder up and back and then take it and push back. Because if I'm forward and I'm pushing, it's not the same movement. But I had asked him, I said, I want to do something where I'm, where I should be putting my shoulder blades all the way back, but I'm not quite ready to like, go all the way back. So I did that on both sides. I was able to do 3 sets of 10 of those. I did, I don't know what they're called. You put a band right above your knees, and then you do a squat, and then you walk like this, like back and forth 10 times. It's all lower body, so that was fine. Oh, and then the last thing was I had an orange band, so not a lot of resistance. But he had it out here, and then you take the band, well, maybe here, and you take the band and you stretch out. I adjusted as I was doing that to see how far I would go out. But like I started off here and then stretched, and I was like, oh, things are waking up. So then like I moved further out and then went back. So I just kind of played around a little bit, but very slowly, because obviously that's engaging like all of this, so super slow. So I don't feel sore. It's been a half hour since I left. I don't feel sore. Although I'm gonna, oh no, whatever. I don't feel sore. I was glad with what I did because I don't want to not do anything. And I'm triple tutoring today after I have work. So there's a lot going on today, and I needed to make sure like I wasn't going to be in pain. I have to probably reach out to my parents and tell, because I don't want the kids to bang into me. But I'm not going to tell them, hey, I had my nipples tattooed. I might just say, some of them know I had cancer and some of them don't. And I think I'm going to just tell the parents that like I had a procedure done at plastics last week, and they just need to not bang into me and just be aware of my arm. If I say my arm, like they're not touching my boobs obviously, but they could like be banging into my arm, and I don't want to like go there. All right, so clothes. I don't want to ruin the clothes that I have. So I went to Savers. You can go to like I want to tell you where to go. Go where the heck you want. You want to go to Lululemon? Go ahead. But I'm going to use these sports bras that I got from Amazon. I'm just going to order another set of them. They're not the best, but they're fine. Everything is fine except for this like bump thing on the zipper. But like I said, for right now, I don't really care. So I'm going to order another set of those. And then I have these Felina, Felina tank tops. If they want to send me stuff free, that's awesome because I love Felina. I have these tank tops, and that's what I've been wearing to bed because they're just regular tank tops, but I buy them in a size medium, and normally now I'm not a medium anymore. So they keep me like, not compressed. They just like keep things where they, are supposed to be. But then already like I have them stained, but it's fine because I'll just wash them even if they're stained and just keep wearing them again. So I have to do much more laundry than what I've been doing. And I'll just order another set of those, which I also think I got on Amazon. And then like when all the stuff is done, or where there are days where I'm not using the Aquaphor or there is no more residue or whatever, then I'll just go back to my, the new stuff. But I didn't spend a lot on them, so I don't really care. But I'm not going to wear my regular bras because I don't want to ruin those, because I got those from Amanda Thomas, and I don't want to have to like ruin those and go all the way back up. So anyway, went to Savers, went directly to the XL section, which went to the triple XL section. And I'm like, it's winter time. I want baggy is the whole point. I don't think there's fitting rooms there, but like the clothes are like $5. So like, it's hit or miss. You pick it up what you think, and like, see how, maybe there was a fitting room. I really don't think that there is. But their clothes obviously are very cheap. And it was funny when I was walking in there, because when my apartment flooded, and they washed my clothes, but they washed them on high heat, so everything shrunk. So while I was there going through stuff, I'm like, I should look at like the medium and large section, because I wonder if I'll find my own clothes there. They won't fit me anymore, but like, I wonder. I don't know. Anyhow. All right, so what did I buy? So I bought this top. It's not about brands because they're all like off-brand or like whatever. They're like not brands of things. So I bought this to wear like as a camisole underneath. I could technically wear this to the gym too, although it's a little bit light, but it's like a tank top, but it has cups in it. So it has cups, and like I'm not looking at this for support. I'm just looking at this to not have Aquaphor circles on my nipples. So this has a cup in here too. Though I'm noticing you can't take the cup out, but whatever. But I could wear this with like something over it, like this. I'm not going for like fashion here. I'm going over total practicality. So this is kind of short. So I could wear that underneath it. I know it's very like farmer-like. The arms as I'm doing this look like stupid long. but it's because it's buttoned down. I can like button it down and still have this open and look relatively fashionable. But what I like too is that it has pockets here. So there's pockets where the nipples would be. So it's just one more layer of things that like will cover up, God forbid I were to leak through. And the patterns, I would think that if you have a circle where your nipple is, it's harder to see it when you have a pattern going on. So this is pretty short, so I can take this and like tuck it in one side or whatever. I'm talking like I weigh 140 pounds or whatever. That like, I don't want to show my belly. I got this, by the way, this zip thing. I wore this morning with one of my regular t-shirts. But again, in case I start, like I don't want to unzip the whole thing, but I had this open to like here. That way the zipper part was like laying right there. So if I did have marks, you wouldn't notice it as much because this was open here. The problem is like it's too hot to work out and have, for me, and have that many clothes on. Then I got this, which is kind of bold, but like whatever, like animal prints. I don't know why I feel like I gravitate towards animal prints in this whole thing. Like, you know, I am lion, see me roar, tiger, whatever. So I got this, looks super, super big, but I don't really care. Again, it's the pattern and it's not that thick. So it has a lining on the inside. It has like the regular, and then it has this lining thing on the inside. So again, it's 2 layers of things that like if it soaks through this part, at least I'll have this part too. And there's so much going on with this shirt that I don't think, again, you would notice if I had 2 circlies. Plus I also got them big because you'll notice when I do this, like it folds up here. So folding up is good because it's not right smack up against it. And it's light for hot flashes. Because I still have those. So like this is the work clothes section. And then I got this, which people say I look good in purple. Again, very patterny, but that's the whole point. And it has these cute little sleeves on it. I like these. It's, you know, you can find some really cute things at thrift shops. Like this is a 3X, which is crazy. It was also $3. But again, it's the pattern, and it has this, and then it has this layer on the inside too. And they're all very lightweight because I still, like I said, have the hot flashes. Then I got, this, which is the same thing as the white one, just in, not exactly the same, but generally the same, except in black. Again, flowy here. It looks flowy. I don't know if it'll be flowy on, but the most thing, the biggest thing is for the top. Like this would basically be my bra. This is a little bit more stretchy, but again, it has the cups on the inside. So if I soak through, it'll go through the cup before it goes through the outer part. And I would wear this with something over it so that, you know, in case it does show, I could have like a cardigan or something open. Although I never bought a cardigan. Whatevs, we'll figure it out. And then, I don't know, I felt compelled to buy camouflage because the whole point is I'm trying to camouflage. So I thought that was kind of funny, appropriate. I don't know, this is kind of just for lounging at home and stuff. I have to wash them because they kind of smell. Like some of them had cat hair on it and I need to like seriously wash them. But I thought this was very apropos given that I'm trying to camouflage my nipple tattoos. This one is like wicked bold, but whatever, here we are. This stuff is not about fashion, it's totally about function. So here, look at all this shit going on with this one. Whoa, there's a lot going on with this one. But whatever, people say I look good in purple. I could look like as I'm doing this, it looks like, what the hell is this big red thing in the middle? And when it's close up, it looks kind of pretty. You know, it's like a cool design, like to hang on your wall. As I'm holding it up, I'm like, whatever. If you don't have a friggin' sense of humor with this shit, you'd lose your mind. Because I both lost my mind in this process, and some days kept a sense of humor. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the frillies around my neck, but we'll see. And like I said, for, what is it, $7, I'm not like gonna lose sleep over it. And then this was the first shirt that I saw, which reminded me so much of like Dress Barn. Same idea, lots of pattern and stuff. Sort of kind of animal-y, I don't know, but it has this thing on here, it's sewn in again, so it's a double layer. I have this layer and this on top. And then for extra blingness, it has these little woody things, which is very neat. I don't know how it's going to work in the washing machine. I'll have to put this in a bag or something when I wash it, but it has that, which is very like, you know, I don't know, safari/nature. So that's what I bought. I mean, there could have been more, but I'm like, this is a lot, but all this together was $50. So in the grand scheme of life, it's cheaper than a copay to a psychiatrist for me. And I need to wash all this because they smell. Not all of them smell, but some of them smell. So I need to wash them so they smell more like me. And I, don't want to be reminded that something's like wrong by having this like smell that's not my smell. And it was funny because I also got a thing from Stitch Fix, and I was like, I need to cancel that because I feel like I'm good with my clothes in general. But they actually sent me decent stuff, but like I don't want to wear any of it now because I'm gonna like ruin it if I wear it. All right, so that's where I am. We covered quite a bit today. Today was very organized. And yeah, I'll keep checking in. Up to date. So what's today? Wednesday. So Wednesday would be day 1, I assume. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I stopped with the bandage on Saturday for day 4. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So today's Monday, Friday this week will be day 10, and then I shouldn't need to have anything at all. So I have 5 days of, outfits. And then next week, it'll be the same 5 days of outfits. But maybe I'll switch around where my Monday outfit will be on Tuesday and whatever. I'll go into work and everyone will be like, whoa, like fashion changed with Jen. I didn't get anything different with workout tops, except for this one, just to have over. And actually I could technically wear this to work too. I would just have it open because it's kind of form-fitting around the belly area, not very attractive or flattering. I didn't buy workout tops because the first thing in the morning I could just like I didn't have a lot going on, and I checked before and I didn't have anything on the outside of my bra. So I just like went to the gym and just took a chance. I don't tend to sweat a ton at the gym. If I was doing cardio, that would be different. But, yeah, I tried to look for 1 or 2 like workout tops, and I didn't find anything at Savers, and I hate shopping, so I didn't really want to go anyplace else. But because I go to the gym first thing in the morning, so I could like just wake up, wash off the Aquaphor, have nothing on at all, and then just put stuff on when I get home from the gym. The problem is like if I'm moving and stuff, I kind of want to have the lubrication. I don't want like dry healing tattoo to be like pulled when I'm working out, because that is not enjoyable. So I'm gonna go eat some eggs and protein and fruit, and then start my day. Alrighty, let me know if you have questions about any of this stuff. Blah, blah, blah. It's such a journey, man. It's such a journey. And I mean, my trainer today was really great about, I thought last week when I went, I asked that trainer if there's like one that I see Mondays and one on Thursdays, and I asked the one on Thursday, I'm like, can you just leave a Post-it for the guy I see on Monday, because I don't want to have to explain everything over again. Apparently he didn't leave the Post-it, so like I started explaining stuff, and first I just said I had a procedure done in plastics, but that sounds like kind of frou-frou, and then he wasn't getting the point I was trying to make about what I can and can't do, and they're at the gym, they want to push you and stuff, and I'm like, no, there's no pushing today, like this is based on how I'm feeling, and that's all. So I explained stuff to him, and my gym is attached to a physical therapy place, so like they are kind of medical, I guess every gym would be, I don't know. So I told him what was going on, and he came at it from a very different perspective, hearing like what I had been through, and they just can't, he's a little bit old, not old, I just mean older, not like 20 like the other guy is, that I feel like he gets it a little bit more with like, you don't understand. You can say that you understand, but like you don't understand unless you've been through it. And whereas people that are young and just trying to say things to make you feel better are like, oh yeah, like, or it's so exciting that you had the tattooing done, and I'm like, yeah, I'm super thrilled. Like right now I'm not thrilled. Will I be thrilled? I'm sure, but like today, no. And just, well, why wouldn't you be happy? Like you're still here. Ugh. Oh my God. If you know, you know. And I don't really like hashtags, but like, if you know, you know. And everyone's procedure is so different that like, you can't judge anything. Like, breast cancer is so common. That means everyone has the exact same stuff all the time. And Jen just got fat because she's eating too much. I'm like, no. I have never eaten more healthy than I eat now. Like, no, that's not what it is. Medicine to keep you here also like gives you this this new little circle of comfort, you know. It makes my waistline not look as pretty in clothes and stuff like it used to, but you know, I'm here and my personality is just so dynamic, which I'm sure you all know from watching these 280 whatever the heck I'm up to vlogs. All right, I need to go eat some protein because I just came from the gym and have my healthy fruit and have a cup of tea and then get to work and stuff. All right, yeah, leave comments and stuff below if you've got any questions about this whole process or questions about clothes or what Savers. I had never been to a Savers before, but people say all the time, you should go to Savers. I'm like, okay. It was a little bit of a drive. It was like 20 minutes for me to get there, but anyhow. All right, be kind to yourself today. Should I do gratitude? Oh my gosh, I haven't done gratitude in so long. Maybe that's why I've been so crabby. Not crabby, I've been sad for several things. I've been sad. Gratitude. Gratitude. What am I grateful for? Oh, I'm looking at my flowers. I am grateful that I love myself enough that I bought myself flowers for Valentine's Day. I bought 3 kinds of flowers. I bought actually 2 kinds of flowers, and then and they're beautiful, man. If you get the day after Valentine's Day, roses are like wicked cheap. So I got 2 dozen red roses for $20 because they were trying to get rid of them. So yeah, I'm grateful for the flowers that are on my kitchen island because they look really pretty and they remind me that like you don't have to have a partner to like be in love. You know, I love myself and I'm taking care of myself. And for a very long time, I was such a people pleaser. I didn't take care of myself because I was taking care of everybody else. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to live in the Boston area, that I could like go for a break and go into the city and go see a really cool concert. I saw one of those Candlelight by Fever concerts where you're in, well, they do them all over the place, but where I was, you're in this auditorium thing. It was a movie theater, an IMAX theater, and it's a string quartet. I was going to say a 4-person string quartet, but that's kind of like, you don't need to have 4 people if you know it's a quartet, because that's what quartet means. Redundant, that's the word I was looking for. It's a string quartet, and they're on the stage and they're surrounded by candles. They're electric candles, but still, it's all dark, and then they're just surrounded by candles, and they were playing covers of Coldplay and Imagine Dragons, and it was just, oh, it was so nice. It was relaxing, it was chill. Like Boston's such a safe place to be for a major city, so it's just pretty just to walk around and stuff. Like it was a really nice night. What else am I grateful for as I'm looking around? There's so many things I don't know what to think of. Right now I'm thankful that my counters are clean. Before I went to bed last night, I did all my dishes and cleaned my counters and filled up my Brita thing with water. So I'm grateful that when I got home from the gym, I came home and my counters were clean. My island, not so much, but my counters are clean. So no negativity, my counters are clean. And I like the organization and neatness of having clean counters. All right. And I love that red chair. That's another side thing. Alrighty, I will see y'all soon. I'll keep you posted with this whole nipple thing. And yeah, let me know if you have questions or whatever. Just put them in the comments. Bye.